What's up, Reaper? Skull Unit here. Ooh, I have to make some adjustments. Hold up. Wait. I forgot to unplug my stuff yet. Hold up. Wait. All right. I think we have it now. Check. I don't know what mic I'm on. Anyways, we'll get it figured out. There we go. Not on that one. Let's see. Check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. All right. We have microphone. All right. I think we're good. Let's see. How's everybody doing? What's up, Kevin? How we doing, man? I don't know. I can't tell if this is working right now. And that sucks. Let's see. Check. Yeah, we are on that mic. Sorry, guys. I'm not able to hear like I normally am through the headphones, so I'm not sure why. Not sure why I can't hear what I normally would hear when I'm doing this. But anyways, thank you for joining me here. It is definitely a pleasure to be a part of your Friday evening if you are joining me. Things have been different. Don't know why this is not working like it used to. Don't know. Ugh, I just realized why. I'm so used to using everything wirelessly. That's why. There we go. Now I can hear myself. I got a little concerned that I wasn't really able to hear my pitch in the background like I was the last few days. All right. Guys, if you are in watching here, shoot me some comments. Let me see who's here. What's up, Dave? How we doing? Got my mic so it's not overwhelming. So I figured I'd jump on and do a live today and do a little bit of soft talk. I haven't done a hot live, anything spicy and live in a while. I'm not going to do any challenges. I'm not prepped for any challenges. We'll start doing challenges in the new year. I saw Pepper Bay posted a photo of a bunch of challenges. Good for him, man. Get it. Speaking of challenges, a new batch of Crossroads will be ready in the next day or two. I have 25 going out to the League of Fire. So that will be awesome for across the pond. James Haskell. What is that? I don't know what that means. Explain. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. What's up, Mike? Excuse if you can hear the dogs in the background. They have new toys and they're beating each other up over them. Anyway, sorry about that. Um, so I'm trying to get familiar with some soundboard stuff. I downloaded a custom one. I'm gonna put some custom stuff on it, but that takes a little while. And I just downloaded this 400 button uh, soundboard. I'm sorry. Anyways, okay. I was not sure what you were talking about. No, I'm League of Fire purchased 25 uh, Crossroads off of me. They sold out to the first order, so they bought more. So I will be sending those out to the UK here probably Monday. I should reach out to them and see if they want me to wait until after Christmas. This way, there's no issue with it getting there. I'm actually going to verify that with them maybe after the holidays. This way, I don't have to worry about any delays on their end or my end. So I have a couple sauces I'd like to talk about today. I don't. I'm going to pull up information on them as I go, if there's information available. Because actually, I have two here that I do not have information on because they are small batch sauces. They are from friends, um, and they do not have barcodes for me to search. Another one was a gift from Sabine, and another one is a pretty familiar face and taste. So the reason I wanted to do something saucy, and I'm going to do this a couple. I'm going to try to do this more often. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to have weekly episodes or anything like that because every time I try to do that, I always get stupid busy and I end up not being able to do it. That's why my Sundays got revoked for me doing that. I don't even remember what the name of it was supposed to be, but I was supposed to have Ryan, Lee, Jason, them on every week, and that just didn't happen. Life gets too busy for stuff like that. Uh, so sauces. When it comes to me and it comes to sauce, it's not about the heat to me. And the funny thing is when people see who I am, or they don't know who I am, and I tell them what I do and all this other stuff, like, oh, our sauces aren't hot and this and that. That's fine. It's fine. You don't need to be hot. Guys, hit that like, share button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button. If you're on Facebook, please share. Try to get a couple more people in here. I know it's only 6:21 on a Friday. People are just getting settled from work, picking kids up, yada yada yada. So when it comes to sauces for me, it's all about the flavor. I am a sucker for a sweet sauce. I always had a sweet tooth, and that brings me up to some. I bring some up. Speaking of sweet, I have my sweet tea here. Um, I love me fruit-based sauces because they always seem to be on the sweeter side. I don't like when sauces are made and they could say they have fruit in them and they're more bitter than they are fruity. If you're gonna make a sauce with a fruit in it, put the goddamn fruit in it. Nice. I'm familiar with that. Um, I actually used to belong to that group, but there's a lot of negative stuff going on in that group. There's a lot of bad eggs in the chili community, and I just don't have patience to deal with it. You got your entitled growers that just want to watch everybody fail because they think their pepper's better than the next, and all that other fun, happy horseshit. Uh, which reminds me, this episode is going to be rated TVMA because censors are not my thing. TVMA. Thank you, Friday Night Fire, for that idea. Anyways, um, too much drama in the chili community. A lot of people send me requests for groups. I will not join groups. I have no interest in joining groups. Just there's too many of them. There's too many growing groups, pepper groups, hot sauce groups, collector groups. People just want to. You can't just go in a group and share stuff and enjoy it. You always got to have the crap talking, this and that. I'm not going to name drop because I don't have time for that nonsense. But I won't do I won't do pepper groups anymore. I won't do any of that. Stick to the League of Fire. I'll stick to my Scoville unit stuff. Uh, I even have a hard time with wrestling groups. I joined one called Busted Open Nation. Yeah, exactly. Just enjoy. And I try to, but I'm a very opinionated person, and when someone takes a shot at someone that I'm friends with or family, I get defensive because I think if you're going to say something, say it to them. You don't need to go in groups and talk crap that they probably aren't even in. Anyways, long story short for that, grow peppers, sell them, eat them. If you don't want to do either of those, just shut up because nobody cares. Anyways, all right. So back to the sauce situation here. Sucker for sweet sauce. It's about the flavor. It's not about the heat. I know there are people out there that do love their heat. Um, and there is one group actually that I do belong in. It's I'm actually an admin in it. I don't get to go on there very often, and I apologize because that's my own fault. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I don't have time to jump onto groups every single day. I want to make sure I speak properly on this one here. It is called. I don't know. Apparently, I do belong to a lot of groups still. It might be hot pepper lovers. I think it was. I don't know. It could be hot pepper lovers. Either way, um, when you make a sauce, if you don't focus on flavor, then there's no point even making a sauce. If you're just going to focus on heat to hurt people, great. Then market it as that. People do an amazing job with their labels, but the sauce itself, lack thereof. And with my ability to break down flavors, I notice it right away if it's a good sauce or not. What about Johnny Scoble? So the funny thing is, a lot of people are gonna say, "Hey, have you ever heard of Pepper Palace?" I don't go to Pepper Palace anymore. I haven't got a Pepper Palace in years. It literally tastes like the same sauce, but with a tweak here, a tweak there. It's all very vinegar based. I will say their ghost ketchup is pretty good though. Their ghost ketchup is pretty good. Probably get better, but I like their ghost ketchup. Other sauces though, meh, meh. See, this is where I should be utilizing uh, my soundboards because I'm making sounds myself, and that could be using. Okay, don't know what this is gonna sound like, but when it comes to Pepper Palace sauce,
we do not care.
All right, we do not care about Pepper Palace. We like small batch sauces. We love the small batch sauces. Okay, so my first one I'm going to talk about today is Bombshell hot sauce. Lacey, you know her, you don't. Amazing person. Met her when I was down in Florida for a competition. She makes amazing sauces. When I talk about fruit sauces, I immediately think of her sauces because every sauce she makes is mostly fruit based. I think they pretty much are. This is actually her mango habanero, and mango habanero sauces are a dime a dozen, but Lacey does an amazing job with her mango habanero sauce. You pick up on the mango immediately. It's not too sweet, it's not undersweet, it's not bitter. It's perfect. And the habanero complements the pineapple. Very fresh taste too. And she always does an amazing job with her labels. Love it. Awesome job with the labels. They all have pretty much the same concept. The blonde in the bikini with the peach and the pears. Anyways, amazing sauce. I'm gonna try it out here again. This bottle's almost gone. I use it on pizza constantly. And yes, pineapples do belong on pizza. Not on all pizza though. Some. Cheers, guys. I love it. Seasonings all meshed together amazingly in this. You get a garlic on the afternote. Pineapple sweetness is right in the beginning of it. Freaking love her sauces. Amazing. Freaking amazing. She has another one that has peach. It's like a smoked peach. Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So definitely check out Bombshell hot sauce, guys. This is a prime example of focusing on flavor over heat. I highly recommend Bombshell hot sauces. Awesome as always. Great job, Lacey. I love it. So I do make my own sauces. I haven't made them in a while. I actually came across 3 bottles of sauce today that I had made, and they've been sitting for so long that they separated. I think 2 of them were the Beerus, and one was the Spirit Bomb, and they were pretty hot sauces. But I did focus on the flavor for the Spirit Bomb that had more of a cinnamon tone to it, and they are Dragon Ball Z based. They're a small batch. I make like 6 bottles, 7 bottles of eight, 6 to 8 bottles at a time. Reach out to some friends, see if they want it. And I actually started making jerky with it. Sean Henson swears by the Beerus jerky, man. He loves that shit. Uh, so I'll have to reach out to him and see if he wants to order some Beerus jerky since I was able to scrounge up a bottle of sauce. I told Beth I had a surprise for her. So, real quick side note, Beth and I did our gift exchange yesterday for Christmas because she's gonna be working all week next week, and we never wait for the holiday to celebrate. So we did our gifts already. Sunday we'll probably watch some Christmas shows, get to have some breakfast at the house, and just relax. But I felt that because I always say let's not go crazy with Christmas. Let's take it easy, get couple things, and be okay. It doesn't need to be extravagant. And I got her like 5 or 6 gifts, all very small things, and I ended up getting her 2 more. And I gave her one. Actually, I got her 8 gifts, but I gave her 2. She was having a bad day the other day, and I gave her one, and then she had a bad day or 2 after that. But just try to cheer her up. Uh, and I felt bad because she got me like 11 gifts, and I'm like, I gotta get her more. Well, we exchanged our gifts, and I didn't realize that I had another gift on the way. Tomorrow is actually our anniversary. Been together since 2017. So when she comes down from break, she can get mad at me because she doesn't have any more gifts to give me, and I actually have one more for her, and it's actually her big gift. So, ah, I don't know how is anybody else in the comments like how are you guys with Christmas with your family, like with your significant other? Do you strictly wait until the holiday? Do you have a hard time waiting? Do you always give them a gift or two before the holiday? Do you celebrate on different days so you can make the actual holiday about your family and other people? What do you guys do? Talk to me in your comments here. Hello? Anybody there? I got 5 people watching and nobody in the comments. All right, nobody wants to comment. Fine then. Fine then. I don't care. I see how it is. I gotta test out these sound buttons before I start throwing them up because that other one was supposed to be "We do not care," and then it broke out into song and dance unexpectedly. Anyways, so yeah, when Beth comes down for break, which should probably be here soon. I think I hear her coughing. Anyways, she might be actually down here now. Anywho, on to another sauce. So small batch sauce. We did one of those. I'm gonna move on to a next one. This one was a gift from Sabine. She sent Beth and I an amazing package for Christmas, and thank you, Sabine. I really do appreciate it. And this one is Iron Horse, a breed apart from Ormond Beach, Florida. This is a jalapeno sauce. I'm a very big stickler on jalapeno sauces. I do not fare well when it comes. What's up, Jim? I do not fare well when it comes to jalapeno sauces. Uh, Jalapenos always seem to have a dirt taste in their sauce. Ooh, this one smells good. I'm not gonna lie when it comes to jalapeno sauces. Yeah, Steelers, let's go. Uh, I do not have high hopes. I'm just gonna say that. I am the most realistic thinking Steelers fan you probably will ever meet. I would be happy if they did well, but my expectations are not high at all. Very happy where they're at right now. It beats the prediction of them being in last place, sneaking into first place. They had a couple wins that were okay, were pretty good. They beat the Steelers. Yeah, they beat the Ravens. They put up 40 some points against Cincinnati. They're playing pretty good right now. Let's see. Besides the Eagles, they should have only one loss right now. Realistically, they shouldn't have lost to Dallas, and they definitely shouldn't have lost to the Colts. But the Steelers, and I'm sorry, they should not have lost to the Browns first time. This is jalapeno sauce. Wasn't expecting it. So it tastes. What it tastes like? It tastes like jalapenos though. Tastes like a Louisiana style sauce. Very vinegar forward. So aged jalapenos peppers is the first ingredient, then water and vinegar. I could definitely taste the garlic. It's not bad actually. I expected it to be very gritty, very vinegary sauce though. This is I could see now. I don't know what everybody considers their definition of a table sauce. Is it literally just something you would leave on the table so it's always there when you eat? I could leave this on a table. This would actually be very, very good for Bloody Marys. I'm not gonna lie. Speaking of which, I have stuff to make them. I'm actually gonna make one tonight when I get back. I'm gonna go to my mom's house to watch wrestling tonight. So yeah, this is the Iron Horse jalapeno. Very basic label. Nothing wrong with that. Obviously got a horse on the front. Oh, it's half horse, half motorcycle. It says world famous. I've never heard of them. Iron Horse Saloon. I've heard of that. That's why. This is a gimmick sauce. That's why it is vinegary. I'm not gonna lie, it's good. It's literally a jalapeno Tabasco, in my opinion. Not too shabby. Um, Talked a little bit about the holidays. Didn't really get any response in the comments, which is fine. People could be just watching and putzing around. For the holidays, things have changed so much over the years, and they do. As you get older and people pass and have their own families and that. And when I was a kid, I loved Christmas. And it wasn't even the presents, it was the family. And I respected the fact of getting together as a family young. Um, Italian families are like that, though. Diehard Italian. Like my Opa, been in America since he was a kid. His English was so broken, and it's funny because my dad's English is fine. My aunt's English is fine. We grew up with our English is fine. May not know how to speak it properly, but I hear the dog. I was like, "What is that noise?" It's the dogs. Anyways, we used to have 2 full days of gathering on Christmas and Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve would start out in the afternoon, early afternoon, where I'd be forced to go to church. I hated church. The reason because it was so damn long. And that incense they used on Christmas, ugh. Frankincense, was it? No. Uh-uh. Nope. No, thank you. I used to like stuff my face. My mom had this black jacket. Oh, 1 second. Anyway, my mom had this really like firm black jacket with big buttons on it, and it wasn't like a it was like I'm trying to think, not suede. It wasn't cotton either. It was just very uncomfortable feeling jacket. It was very prickly, all that. And I remember it smelled like my mom's perfume all the time. And I used to stuff my face into that because I just couldn't stand the scent of the incense. I'd be so happy when it was over. We go to dinner at my grandma's house. Grandma has a small. I live in my grandma's house now. We bought her house. Um, this the table in the kitchen, tiny kitchen, and we used to fit. Let's see, my grandfather, two sisters, both my brother-in-laws, uh, multiple nieces and nephews, 7 to be exact. Grayson and Lily were too young then, weren't even born yet. So think it stopped after Jackson. So we'll say 5 nieces and nephews, both of my parents, all around this tiny table, and then the kids' table behind us. And it was like elbow to elbow every year. And I loved it. We used to eat dinner and eat too much and go lay on the floor in the living room or the bedroom and watch TV on Box TV. Uh, Great memories. And after my grams, we used to go to my Aunt Helen's uh, to hang out, sit around her table. And as long as I can remember, I used to always like, all right, I'm 30, I'm 35 now. I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't have. When I was a kid, I used to not make them, but I used to get. Oh, I'll say when I was a kid. I'll say when I was like 14, 15, maybe 16, 17. We'll bump it up a little bit so it don't seem too bad. Mudslides. That's the first time I ever tried mudslides, and I used to look forward to going over there. But I want a mudslide, and they used to give me one and send me off to watch TV. And my aunt would used to give us our gift. Her house used to scare the shit out of me. It was so dark and scary, and an old house that had the plastic on the floors, like the plastic matting. It was everywhere. This big wooden staircase to the dark upstairs. The lights were never on. I never went upstairs. And then when you walk into the kitchen, there's the bathroom, and then there's steps to the basement. I used to refuse to go in that bathroom, man, because it scared the crap out of me. Anyways, we stopped doing that a little while back. And then the my favorite part of Christmas Eve was going to my Oma's house. God rest her soul. God rest my Opa's soul. My Uncle Funds, all of them. My Oma's house, uh, to give a little perspective, is in Pittston, Upper Pittston, Railroad Street to be exact. Old school house. I'm talking hasn't been updated since the 40s, maybe the 50s. My Oma's house was a broth. No, it was a speakeasy back in the day, back in the mobster days. Um, when liquor and booze was illegal, they used to have a speakeasy in the basement. All the mobsters would hang out, which is now considered the first floor now as a kitchen. It used to just be concrete and bare walls. So we go to my Oma's house. Uh, she'd have all these desserts, cannolis, because we're Italian family. I love cannolis now. I didn't like it when I was a kid. Texture thing. The outsides of the cannolis used to get like because she'd make them the day before, put them in the fridge, so the outside cream on the cannoli would get like that hard texture. No, no, it's just like the hard texture of pudding when it sits for too long. Uh, Lunch meat platters, uh, calamari, little deep fried squid. Like we had everything. It was Italian food at its finest. It was delicious. She put everything in the oven on low. I'll go upstairs, and my Oma's upstairs was beautiful. Beautiful stone fireplace, a marble coffee table that's worth thousands of dollars. All of the furniture was imported from Italy. Uh, the couches, furniture, all hand carved wood, white oak. Uh, this big mirror window. This crazy lamp that had it was like it looked like a light pole, and it had I want to say it had the little kid and a dog attached to it, and it was like big orange bulbs on the top. My brother-in-law actually has it now, and then the signature oil lamp. All core memories for me. And funny thing is I think about it now, like I wish, like if people say if they could go back, what would they do? What would they change? I wouldn't change a damn thing. I would go back to the '90s when I was a kid, just for one day. Christmas Eve, 2 days. Sorry, 2 days. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, just to have one more holiday with those loved ones because you miss them every year, and it sucks. It does, but you make more memories. You have your own family as you get older, and you do for them that your parents and your grandparents did for you as you grew up. You give them memories. You give them something to look forward to. They understand the blessing of having a family. Uh, Always grew up right next to my family. We all live within a spitting distance from each other. So, anyways, it's funny as I could still remember it as if it was yesterday. Come up the steps, go around the corner. There's my Opa in his chair. Got the organ. My dad's sitting at the organ. On my right hand side, is the tree. My sister is to the right or left of me, or to the left of me. My Oma's sitting in the chair to the left of me, and then it went my mother, Steph, Tony, and then on the couch was my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, and my uncle Funds. Same thing every year. We take like an hour and a half, 2 hours pass out gifts because we would do it one at a time. Watch the person open the gift, see what they got, let them thank, then move on to the next one. And it's been like that for forever. Things have changed with that. Because when you have 7 nieces and nephews, all within a year or 2, 3 years of each other, they all just want to open gifts. They just want to shred it. They don't care who's around them. They just want a gift. And it's the same reaction as when we were kids. Pair of clothes, right behind them onto the next. It's hysterical. The best part of it is watching the reaction. Oh my God, it's awesome. And I just wish I can go back once. So yeah, that is how my Christmas Eve went. Let's try another sauce and then I'll go into Christmas Day. I hope I'm not boring anybody. Again, I want to try to do lives more often. I'm not focusing too much on challenges and that. This next one is from a familiar face in the chili community. 2 familiar faces, Aurora and the Mighty Mustache, Bobby. This is from Grumpy Sauce. I always think I said it wrong. No, it is Grumpy Spice. Grumpy Spice. This is their second sauce. Third. All right, one of their first 5 sauce. I know it's not the first one. It may be their third sauce. Maybe this is their Taste of Thai red curry. I love Thai sauce. I always think Thai sauce should be sweet. This was a different breed. This really focused on the curry, and I love it. This is my 3rd bottle actually. Cheers, guys. Mm. You immediately get the curry taste. It's so good. Mm. If you have not tried this yet, I recommend it. It's amazing with Spanish food. Uh, it's amazing marinating chicken in it, dipping chicken in it. And do it on pizza. I feel like it would clash with pizza a bit. Um, this is fantastic on Mexican food, Spanish food, all that. Check it out, grumpyspice.com. You have their original one that won the competition to become the main sauce of Church's Chicken. And then they have the raspberry dessert sauce. They also have their chocolates now. Chocolates are good. That was delicious. Let's keep moving. So Christmas Day. Christmas Day, wake up around 7 o'clock. Parents are in the kitchen at my house, uh, cooking breakfast, bacon, eggs, toast, and my mom and dad's. And I'm not gonna say they're not famous, but to me and Beth they are breakfast potatoes. These things are phenomenal. Um, my grandma and grandpa would come over. We eat breakfast after they got back from church. Digest for a few minutes. My dad would do the dishes. That's one thing I inherited from my father. I can't stand when there's dishes in the sink. Man, does that piss me off. And I don't have a dishwasher, so I don't have it easy. Man, this dish, I hate it. You can't even sneeze in this house without a dish ended up in the sink. Anyways, dishes would get done. Um, my family is very big on stockings. Stocking stuffers. My father prides himself on those. He starts buying stocking stuffers the day after Christmas. I shit you not. I'm not lying here at all. He's literally gonna call me December 26th after 11 a.m. and say, "Guess what I just did? I just bought a stocking stuffer." And I'm not gonna lie, it's smart. You buy stuff throughout the year. And when I say these are stockings, like these are monsters. Like you're talking like 20 to 30 small gifts in each stocking. And he does it for everybody. Me, Beth, both my sisters, my brother-in-laws, all the kids. They all get a stocking. Awesome. I look forward to that more than I do the regular gifts. I feel like if we just did stockings, I'd be thrilled. And come to think of it, I hold off on opening all my stuff right away because Oh, here comes Beth. Here comes Beth. She's in the kitchen. So stockings are awesome. Get a lot of the same stuff every year, and that's fine because it's a lot of stuff that I utilize throughout the year, and then finally it's gone, and then I get it again at Christmas. So I really look forward to it. Um, After the stockings are up, and we all sit around, and my grand. So the way it used to be is my dad has a recliner. We had the big couch. They had the love seat, and then the we used to have the old box TV like everybody did back in the '90s. One same thing, one present at a time. Open the gift and just watch everybody open the gift and just move on. Uh, Again, I'd love to go back just for those 2 days. That's it. Not going to change anything else. Just to go back and sit and be a part of it again. That's it. I don't want anything in my life to change. I just want to go back and see it. Oh, 1 second, guys. Hey, Beth, are you coming in here? I'm waiting for you to come in here. Beth has come down for break. So yeah, that's trying to think here. Talking about when I was a kid. So after we would open gifts and that, we'd take, I think it would be around noon at this point, we'd take a nap. I'd take a nap or go play my video games in my room, action figures, whatever the hell I got at the time. Back then it was Hot Wheels and Pogs. You can come in here.
What are you doing?
I'm doing a live
For who?
just to do it. I came in, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that one. Hi, Hob De Niro. Huh?
I'll wait till you're done.
Uh, Guys, I will be right back. Beth had to open her gift before she goes back up. Anyways, so open gifts, hang out in my room, playing video games, doing whatever I'm doing, playing with whatever I got for Christmas that night before or that day. uh, for a couple hours, and then when I was a kid, we used to go to my aunt Anita's in the afternoon. And my cousin and my sisters could all attest to this. My aunt is so anal about cleaning her house. I used to feel the anxiety when you walk in her house, just all these people being here. Because nobody was ever at her house. She used to get anxiety if anybody went upstairs. But that's okay, man. That's fine. You could say whatever you want, my friend. I am the most realistic Steelers fan of all time. I'm not arrogant. I don't shit talk. I have low expectations. It must really suck to be a bitter football fan all the time. Uh, the anxiety from being a bitter football fan. Anyways, we used to do the same thing. Italian family, bunch of different foods, all squeezed into a house, just eating our faces off, and nap time, man. Right after that, I don't try. I just am different. Man, you don't come on and say nothing ever. You don't even say hey. You don't comment on anything except we come on here and shit talk. I come on here to do stuff. Now you show up just to talk trash. Stop it. It's ugly. That's okay. Anyways, yeah, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, man, back in the day. I miss it so greatly. I wish his funny thing is I wish my Opa was here today to see everything that I've done. with Scoville unit stuff and competitions and the hot sauces and all the crazy stuff. What am I doing? Just I sampled a couple sauces and I said to talk a little bit about holidays from back in the day, uh, Christmas, Christmas Eve, New Year's, like stuff. Like, I'm just saying how different it is now from what it was back when I was a kid. And change sucks, and a lot of people say that if they could go back, what they would change. I wouldn't change anything. I want to go back and just experience my childhood holiday with those people one more time. That's what I was saying. I haven't done a live in a while, so I figured I'd come on here and talk some sauces. I got a gift sauce in the mail the other day. I got another gift sauce, gift tink. I got a bunch of crap that I'm looking forward to trying, and next one's gonna hurt. Uh, so let's try another sauce. Um, and we'll talk about New Year's next. So this is a scary ass sauce. Okay, anything with that logo on it should scare the shit out of you. There are stories that I've heard about Wonka. He is a madman. Anyways, this is a Wonka Asad. Wonka Asada. 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 This is a taco sauce that just brings pain to tacos around the world. You can smell the cumin right off the bat. Delicious. It's a very creamy sauce. Again, that's the label. This is a small batch sauce for friends. Well, cheers to that. So it tastes like a taco sauce. That's fine. Welcome. Luther, appreciate it. So for me, I get taco right immediately. Kind of like the mixture between, and this is just me thinking, because I love to think when I eat or when I cook. Think about what the taste is going to taste like. Immediately to me, it tastes like the mixture of the sour cream, taco sauce, the hamburger meat, and the cheese all mixing that flavor. And then after, you get that ungodly burn. For me, it's not ungodly, but Beth tried this and freaking awesome. I didn't get a chance to message him about this yet. I just realistically dug into it about 2 days ago. This sauce is fantastic. Um, Not a drinkable sauce. This will hurt your gut. You eat too much of this, it'll hurt your gut. But it is put together so well. Bravo, Wonka. Bravo. Fantastic. My tongue is tingling. My gums and my lips are burning. Love it. Love that rush of pain when it comes to some sauces. And this is an example. Talked about in the beginning of the video. When it comes to sauce, it's not always about the heat. It's about the flavor overall. This has both. This has amazing flavor, incredible heat. It's still building. My whole mouth is warm right now. I love it. So Luther, I'm not sure if you're still here. If you're not familiar with my channel, which I'm guessing you said because I don't know why this popped in my algorithm. My name is the Scoville Unit. I am the America's chili pepper eating champion. I was number one ranked in the world for chili pepper eating in 2003. Or yeah, 2003. 2023. And this is my channel. Do a lot of stupid shit on here. Used to do a lot more stupid shit, but calmed down over the last year. Did all my stupid stuff over the last 2 years. Anyways, if you're interested in more stupid stuff, check out the League of Fire. If you're not familiar with them, definitely check them out. So I was saying, talking about back in the day, Christmas Eve and Christmas were always a good time. New Year's, another awesome situation. It's funny. My family used to break it up where we would go for certain holidays. We kind of moved away from that. We used to do Christmas Day at my parents' house, but with Tony and Rick being allergic to dogs and cats, we now do Christmas morning at Smith and Rick's, and Steph and the kids do it at their house, and then we go up to Steph's house on Christmas Day, and then Christmas Eve we used to do at my grandma's, my aunts, and my omas, and now we just go to my sister Samantha's house. On I'm sorry, Christmas. Yeah, Christmas Eve is Steph's. Christmas morning is Samantha's. Present, then Steph's. Yeah, so that's how it is. Anyways, New Year's. Everybody does New Year's different. Some people don't really celebrate it too much. Some people do it small. Some people do it big. My family's up in the air depending on what they do. Every holiday is different. So when I was a kid, we used to do it at my house. My parents have a finished basement, and it's like you fall into the 70s when you go in the basement. It has the very dark wood paneling. It has the orange, yellow, and brown shag carpet, and it has the matching. I don't even know what kind of color you want to call it. It's like a dirty orange laminate top bar, wraparound bar, and dartboard, all the stuff my dad has on the walls. Um, used to have two TVs set up watching college football. Well, as soon as you walk in the house, you smell coffee, black coffee. You go downstairs, everybody be lined up around the bar. People be sitting over by the one TV. People be sitting over by, and this is another party where all my family is alive. Uh, my great grandmothers, my great aunts, all of them, all still alive. And it would just be a lot of talking, laughing, bullshitting, back and forth. Just family getting together again. I'd love to go back, but New Year's was it was simple yet exciting. We used to last all day until like from like noon until like 6, 7 o'clock until when everybody left. But holidays are always a good time. So again, I was really interested if anybody kind of had the same uh, chaos that I had as a kid growing up. Even now, it's still pretty chaotic, but it's calmed down a lot. Kind of tried to get a little more organized. And my parents used to say it was because it was easier for us to go to them than it was for them to go to us. So that's kind of why they set it up the way they set it up. And I could understand that. So that last sauce gave me a little warmth in my chest. So now we're going to talk about what I said before about the sweet stuff. I love sweet sauces. I love sweet tea. This cup, I'm like Uncle Si. I don't take it out of the house, but when I'm home, this is iced sweet tea in it. 24, well, 24/7 if I'm home. I go through gallons of the Turkey Hill peach iced tea religiously. Do not like sweets that much though. Not a big on chocolate. I'm not big on candy. Big guy saying he's not big on candy. Yeah, I know, right? Holy shit. Let the fat shaming begin. Anyways, uh, I've always had a knack for sweet though. Come to think of it, when it came to sweet tea, and I think again, childhood core memory. When we used to go to Gettysburg to see my aunt and uncle, uh, out that way, my aunt Debbie used to make this awesome sweet tea, and my mom kind of adapted to it and started making it. So did my dad. Okay, we're not going to say it, Dad. If you're listening, block your ears because you're going to get insulted by what I'm about to say here. So my aunt made it. She'd boil the hot water, put the water in the container with the tea with the sugar, let it sit for a couple hours, then add the cold water and put it in the fridge. My mom does that too, but she don't add sugar. So bleh. My dad does tap hot water and leaves all the stuff in there. And no, no, no. Sorry. Truth though. No. I really wish I had my soundboard figured out because I'm thinking of things that I could have added in. Uh, anyways, yeah. So I love me some sweet tea. I make my own sweet tea every now and again, but I go through it so fast. It's just not worth me making my own at this point because by the time I make it, it sits and good. See, I take the tea bags out. I actually put rubber gloves on after it cools down a little bit. I'll take tea bags out and I'll smush them so all the juice is out. Then I'll add more water. It more space. There's more space for the drink. The tea bags aren't in there. But I go through a gallon like in a day and a half, 2 days. It's bad. It's real bad. I quit smoking and I started drinking tea like this. One extreme to the next. Um, so I said I was gonna do tink. I'm gonna do it on. I'll do it on here first because I'm doing spicy because this is technically supposed to be about sauce. So I really shouldn't do this on here. I promised the mad scientist that I would do a full Robbie of this on Cat Crew, which I am going to go over and do it. I'm going to do a drop here just so I can taste it. I'm going to fill the Robbie up. I'm the only person that when they make their tink, they send it preloaded. I send it preloaded Robbie. Just gives them more juice. Holy bubbly. Bubbly, bubbly. Yep. Yep. There we go. That's beautiful. It's nice and clear. A couple little droppies in there. It's okay though. Gives it character. Oh my! Wow! That's a whole different level. There's a lot of things happening right now. It's like candy cane. That's delicious. I can't wait to do a whole Robbie of this. That's phenomenal, man. It's like candy canes. Here's that burn in the back. My taste buds are already activated from the spicy sauce I did prior. It's making my mouth water. Woo! That's delicious. Brava. This is called Winter Vibes, actually. I love the label. Winter Vibes. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I love it. Anyways, we don't got any more sauces to try. We talked about Christmas, New Year's, core memories. Now to new business. I should start running these like a meeting. Order meetings adjourn or meetings started. New business, old business, yada yada yada. So a couple things going on here, guys. Year's ending. Again, Christmas is next week. Tonight is the last night into tomorrow afternoon. It'll be the last chance to donate to the Toys for Tots fundraiser that the Burning Souls is running. Currently, we have raised $340 to buy toys for Toys for Tots, and Beth actually sent me 2 locations we can go to. One was the Barnes and Nobles in Wilkes-Barre, and one was the Marine Corps hub in Wyoming. So we will be going tomorrow to purchase the Toys for Tots, and donating those. So thank you again to those that had donated. If you are interested in donating, you could head over to Venmo or PayPal to the Scoville Unit. The Scoville Unit LLC is holstering the cash for this until it's time to purchase it. So I'm really excited tomorrow to go to wherever we decide to go to pick up toys. Probably end up going to Walmart. There are no mom and pop toy stores around anymore, so I won't be doing that. Toys R Us isn't around anymore. Can't go there. They're overpriced anyways. How about, speaking of childhood and core memory, Party City announcing nationally they're closing down all of their stores as of tomorrow, and they're telling all of their employees that today is their last day. Could you imagine that? Wow. Happy fucking holidays to you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Enjoy unemployment. Retail stores are dead. Walmart and the internet killed everything. Those bastards. There's another sound bit. I gotta pull up some South Park sound bits from my phone here. I spent some time putting together some wrestling ones. I thought of a couple while I was doing this live, so that's pretty cool. They have preset on my thing here, but I'd rather be able to preset my own. Anyways, so yeah, Toys for Tots. Tomorrow's the last day. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, the Scoville unit. Any little bit helps. It's all going to a good cause. After everything is purchased, I'll post the picture of the receipt on the Scoville unit page, my personal page, and for those that are involved in the Burning Souls on that page, show proof of purchase. So there's that. Next thing, new year means new challenges, new events, and annual events starting all over again. We live in this constant circle. And one thing that is constant is the Wing Off 2025 third year. Very proud of this event. It has grown. I did a live 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. I don't remember. My memory's not that great now. Talking about it a little bit. Going to be doing things a little different this year. Trying to get a couple more bars involved to try to put together an amateur competition. So if you're in the Scranton area, maybe an opportunity for you to get involved in the amateur competition. Also, trying to get the Crossroads sent out to a couple different bars around the area because when you go to the bar, a lot of people know how it is when you go to the bar. You got
2 beers, 3 beers, a shot of whiskey, a margarita, and a Bloody Mary.
and then they get their beer balls and they want to do something stupid. So I'm going to try to provide something stupid for them to do. It wouldn't be the first time I went to a bar and nearly killed someone. Speaking of which, I haven't been to Litzy's in a while, so I'll have to stop there and see how everybody's doing. Anyways, so yeah, Bartari is working with me, and the beer sponsor Michelob Ultra is working with me. We're gonna have the Crossroads Chip Challenge in the beginning of the event, starting at 1:00. By the way, February 22nd, Bartari in Scranton. I'm gonna start out with the Crossroads Chip Challenge. Try to get a couple people up there. The main benefit of it is to raise money for the SPCA. The entire event, it's nonprofit. I don't make any profit off of this. This is just for me to entertain and to raise funds for the SPCA. The only thing that I get back is anything that I put into it. And it's the first 2 years I lost my ass off. Last year I made some of it back, but I ended up splitting whatever I made to give half of it to the SPCA. So I still lost my ass off, which is fine. I wouldn't be doing it if I couldn't. This year we're trying to do some extra things. So the Crossroads thing is going to be $5 a person to do the Crossroads. You do the challenge, finish or not, and you'll get something for your suffering. Michelob's making sure of that, and any money raised doing that will go directly to the SPCA. We'll also have raffle baskets. That'll be going on the entire span of the event. Prices will be. I have the board in the closet from last year with the prices and everything on it. Not expensive. I think it's $1 per ticket. Free ticket for $2, etc. We'll have a couple random baskets. I'm not sure. Both my sister and my mom are making one. Bartari will probably put a gift card together for that. Michelob Ultra will probably give us a cooler and everything like they did last year, and a couple other odds and ends. I'm going to put together a lottery ticket basket, probably be about $100 worth of lottery tickets like last year. Maybe we'll bump it to 200 this year, depending on if I can get a couple sauce sponsors, which Frankie Spicy Farms and Harvest 912 are our first sponsors. If you are familiar with, or have your own hot sauce brand or anything like that, it doesn't need to be legit. I'm not like that. As long as I'll probably want to test it first, if anything. But I need some sauces for the event because I'm doing 2 events. I'm doing the regular competition and the amateur. I'd like to have a bunch of sauces for it. If you're interested in being a sauce sponsor, advertising your brand, talking about your sauce and getting your sauce into the competition to be talked about, cause pain or pleasure. It's $25 sponsor fee and 1 5-ounce bottle of sauce. And trust me, if anybody's new to this and saying, "Oh, you're going to charge them $25 for them to give you a bottle of sauce," to be a sponsor at any events, it's anywhere upwards $200+. You're paying for your tent at an event. Come on down. If you have a sauce and you want to sponsor and you're local, come on down. Sell your sauces. I'm open to it. Let people try them. I'm not trying to do this to make a dime or take advantage of anybody. I can't keep losing out on every year and not being able to provide some funds to the person that I'm trying to provide funds to, which is the SPCA, Luzerne County SPCA to be exact. So that money will go towards the baskets and all that other stuff to go towards raffle, just to have more money flow in to buy those to donate money back to the SPCA. So less money out of pocket that I have to spend, the more money that goes to the SPCA. A win-win situation. So yeah, we'll have the raffle baskets. It's always a good time. Right at the end, I'll have a kid from the audience come up. They'll pick the winners. We also do called the Little Chili Award. I have to look at my nose is running from that kink in that sauce. I'm dying over here. I have to look at the nominees. The nominees are still good from last year. I actually am going to put a vote up the last week of January. That'll run until a week before the competition or 2 weeks before the competition. So that'll be cool. So this way I can order the plaque for the winner and they will get it. Last year we had our second person picked, and Jackson was our inaugural winner, which is awesome because my nephew. It wasn't rigged; it was voted on. He was gay. It's my award. I can do what I want. Anyways, last year we had a little girl won it. She was super excited. We had her on last year. Do the same thing this year. We'll announce the winner at the competition. I will get on a live video with them, congratulate them, and I will send out the plaque for them for winning the award. And realistically, the award is for an outstanding kid in the community. It doesn't have to specifically be chili related. They help out at fundraisers, nonprofit stuff, Boy Scout stuff like Girl Scouts, whatever. Anybody that's just helpful. If you have a small business, your young daughter, child, niece, or nephew helps you out when you need a hand, anything like that. If you have smaller kids and that your child's a little bit older, it's cut off at 18 years old. You can't be 18 years old. You have to be under 18. Like say you have a 10-year-old daughter or son that give me 1 second. Let me finish explaining this, and I will jump right over to you, CJ. I appreciate you. It's interesting that I'm having people getting brought up on here about seeing my channel come up. So it could be anybody that's under the age of 18 can be nominated for the award. Just an outstanding kid in any sense of like helping around the house, even when they don't have to, putting their gaming time and friend time away just to help out around the house or help out with their younger brothers and sisters, stuff like that. So if you have someone like that you'd like to submit as a nominee for the Little Chili Award, please send me a DM. My name on Facebook is Chris Kris Fragale Fragale. Or you can shoot me a comment on this video saying who you'd like to nominate. Now we have a question. CJ wants to know about the channel. So you got this as a recommendation. My name is Chris. I am the Scoville Unit. I am a competitive chili pepper eater. I do a lot of stupid shit. You see those people that do the one chip challenges? I'm 1,000 times stupider than them. There's people even stupider than I am in this community. I am your current, as you can see it behind me, the belt, right there. That is your America's chili pepper eating champion. The United States, Canada, Mexico, and I'm also the #1 ranked chili pepper eater in the world for the 2023 year. I am an avid member of the League of Fire. I have a small business called the Scoville Unit LLC. I am a collector of hot sauce. As you can see, it's not even a fraction of it. And this is my channel. I do spicy stuff. We talk about hot sauces, try hot sauces. I do challenges. I hold at currently, I think it's like 8 or 9. Yeah, I'm not very active on YouTube and social media too much right now because it's end of season. I'd say closer to February after the wing off. Not sure where you're from. I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania. But after my wing off that I host every year at Bartari, that's when things start to pick up. The season. Yes, actually, I do. I do. I do grow. I do grow my own peppers. I do not breed though. I am not. I don't have that kind of patience. We'll just go. I have accidentally. Okay, you're not far, so you're only about probably 2-3 hours at max. I'm about 2 hours west of Philly. And again, February 22nd, 2025, I will be hosting my third annual Wing Off event. If you like spicy and you're interested, man, I hold a wing competition every year. We're doing an amateur one too. You get a gift card for the place you're at. There's a trophy. Uh, Michelob Ultra is sponsoring the event, so they're going to have a bunch of goodies for everybody. I think they said this year they're doing custom Yetis. And then after this year, starting next year, we're going to be in title belt. There's going to be a title belt. We're going to have to do an honor system, though. When you sign up, you're going to have to give your name, your number, your address, because I'm making a title belt for this year's for the competition. And if you win it, you can have it. But if you cannot compete or don't plan on competing again, you must return the belt. Just the way it's going to be. Or if I can get the sponsor to cover it, I'm a grade A bitch. So, hey, when it comes to the toilet, I'll see. That's not even the worst of it. The exit is the fun part, man. It's the digesting part that's the bad part. The pain in the mouth, the pain in the booty hole. When you get cramps, man,
Yowie wowie.
it's bad. You have no idea. I do some spicy. I can handle a few, but definitely cannot compete. That's all right, man. Hey, even if you're looking for a reason to just come out and see it, uh, you're more than welcome to join it. I'll post. You follow me on Facebook, uh, the Scoville Unit. Yeah, it does. It really does let you know. There's a lot of okay. I use this very vaguely. There's a lot of health benefits to eating spicy. Probably not to my level. I'm not talking when I sit down and eat 60 plus peppers in a competition. Probably not to that extent. But eating fresh peppers out of a garden with capsaicin in them, I'm not talking green pepper. I'm talking habaneros, jalapenos, even ghost peppers, maybe. Maybe even a little bit hotter if you can handle it. They're very good for your blood circulation. They're very good for your blood count. They It helps with the diabetes. It helps all sorts of stuff. They use capsaicin for everything. Capsaicin not only causes pain, but helps with pain. They make capsaicin creams. So I highly recommend if you can handle some kind of spicy, eat raw spicy. Don't say, hey, I eat spicy food. I'm talking peppers, straight peppers. They're so good for you. There's so many benefits to eating spicy food like hot peppers, capsaicin. It's unbelievable. If you eat too much of it, it's not good for your gut health. So I've actually had cramps for 12 plus hours before. That is not fun. I don't know if you're aware what cap cramps are, but yeah, they suck. Dude, I'm telling you, you're interested in this stuff, look up the League of Fire. You have no idea how many people there are all around the world that do this stupid stuff. But okay, so I was talking about the wing off. Baskets, so the first competition, I'll say I'll probably start round 2. Probably go for an hour, 10 rounds, 1 wing per round. Yeah, I do have an Instagram. I'd have to get it for you though, because I don't use Instagram too often. I have it connected to my Facebook. Okay, it's the Scoville Unit. I'll just do this. Come on, camera, focus. Do what you're supposed to do. It's not going to focus. TheScovilleUnit. All one word. Anyways, 10 wings, 10 rounds, 1 wing per round, 10 different sauces. Doing it different this year because last year I had everybody dying by the 5th round. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Awesome. Yeah, I just got the notification. Thank you. Uh, we used Hellfire's double doomed reboot. Did not go very well. I had people throwing up in buckets on the 5th round. Half of the sauces didn't even get tested. Worse when you use 2 house sauces, and then the next 2 have people stressing out, and then the follow. I literally only got through 3 small batch sauces before everybody was puking. So, you're a Panthers fan. I immediately feel bad for you. It's okay. Hey, see, this is the third time I'm saying this during this live. I am the most reasonable and down to earth Steelers fan, football fan on the planet. Because you got your overzealous people that think their shit don't stink because they're an Eagles fan or an asshole Ravens fan. Yeah, Jordan, that was a shot at you, pal. Anyways, I don't hold anything to my team. I'm happy if they do well, but I don't set my excitement very high for expectation from them. It's just easier to not have to worry about being let down. I'm a Penn State fan too, so I'm let down quite often. So I'm used to it. I don't have time to mess around with different people and their trash talking about teams. You're a fan. You have no skin in the game. You are not important to them at all. Okay? Anyways, do you mix sauces? Are they mostly single source? Uh yes and no. Come to think of it, I do mix sauces quite often because when I sit down and eat pizza or whatever it may be, I always grab like 4 or 5 different sauces off of my shelf, and they do get mixed together. Steve Smith, and Delhomme. Yep, Jake Delhomme. I'm very familiar with them. Uh, so yeah, I do mix sauces a lot. And if I have like a really hot sauce, like that has more heat than flavor, I'll take one of my lower level heats that's very sweet, has a lot of flavor, and mix it with it just to give it that hybrid taste. So yes, I definitely do that. But I do a lot more single flavored sauces, especially if I have a sauce that I really like. I'll mostly use that. For example, Burning Hell. That's what it was. Burning Hell hot sauce. I keep wanting to say Hellfire for some reason. Burning Hell hot sauce has a sauce that they come out with seasonally called Paw Paw. It's PAWPAW sauce, and it was so good. It wasn't even hot. It was like under mediocre heat, like next to nothing, and it's so sweet and fruity because I guess the Paw Paw is like a little looks like a little banana. I literally told him, I messaged him, I said, "Hey, when you guys do this next year, I want a gallon. Like I literally want a gallon of it because it was that good." Sauce like that. And then you have sauces like, for example, Bombshell hot sauce. Lacey makes amazing sauces. Pineapple habanero, the roasted peach one, phenomenal. Um, but yeah, I'm a pretty big sauce connoisseur. See, you know what Papa's? I had no effing idea what they were. I'm not gonna lie, no freaking idea. Uh, all right, back to the competition. So yeah, last year everybody was out after the 5th round. A lot of people throwing up, a lot of amazing gifts. Uh, Again, this year it's not just going to be the competition. After the competition is over, we're going to do the Ashes of the Phoenix challenge. This is a beginner challenge from the League of Fire. It was an idea that my wife came up with. And again, CJ, you're new. I create my own products. I actually, when Hershey pulled the Pocky One chip from the market and discontinued it, I actually created my own, and I make it in a commercial kitchen. Uh, Everything's legit. I sell it internationally. It's called the Crossroads. It's actually 2 chips, and mine doesn't taste like shit. Mine's actually delicious, but it hurts a hell of a lot more than you would think. Uh, so the first round was more of a Spanish style. It was a lot of cumin, different seasonings. This round is actually a maple bourbon barbecue flavored. So this is version 2. We're going to do one more version next year for Halloween. It's going to be Crossroads 3.0. It all ends here. No red 40. It's all natural. It's tortilla. I use tortilla chips. I make my own tortilla chips, and it's all seasonings. There's no food dye or anything like that. All natural. El natural. I use flour tortillas for my chips, so no red 40. And it's actually 2 chips, and it's a quarter of the price of the Pocky chips, and it's not inflated, so anybody can get it. It's affordable, but here's the thing. Mine has disclaimers on the website. As soon as you click on my shop, a disclaimer comes up. You have to read it before you can move forward. So if you are not 18 years of age, you are a child that doesn't understand what common sense is, don't order my shit. Was I not responsible for you and your friend's stupidity? Dumbasses. Anyways, Ashes of the Phoenix is the first ever spicy pixie stick. It's very good, actually. I've done it a couple times. A handful of people have actually done it. Someone just recently broke the record for it. They did 9 of them in a sitting. Jeremy Rubio, aka Heisenberg. He did 9 of them, which is awesome. Congratulations to him. I didn't get a chance. I can't remember if I messaged him or not. Tell him congratulations, but he did an awesome job. So yeah, again, same thing. Everybody that participates buys the challenge. They're going to do the challenge, complete it or not. The nice thing about it is anybody that does the challenges, I'm going to be recording it. So you automatically, after reading the disclaimer, you have received your first, if you are not already signed up, your first League of Fire points. LeagueOfFire.com, they're based out of the UK. It's a global chili community. People compete against each other in challenges and competitions to gain points to be the #1 chili head in the world, which I did win in 2023, and get opportunities to compete in pepper competitions where they can become, and all over the world, either it's the Americas title, the European title, the Oceanic, and the world title. So, always a good time. So you'll get points for that. You'll get points for the other one, and if you participate in the wing competition, you get points for that too. So you get a triple banger. After that, we are going to do the amateur competition. The amateur competition is going to be 5 wings. Fastest person to consume the 5 wings. I think we decided we're going to do 5 different sauces too. So not only do I need 8 sauces for the main competition, but I need 5 sauces, which I might be able to reuse sauces from the first competition into the second one. 5 sauces again. First one to complete all 5 will win that competition and will automatically get a spot in the following year's main competition to become the inaugural title belt holder for Wing Off. So awesome. Don't know what else I could really talk about here. I've been going for an hour and 17 minutes. Ooh, I got a half hour before wrestling starts. Guys, really quick, before I do jump off here, if you're interested, if you're watching this later, watching this now, if you are a wrestling fan, please join me, my cousin Easy E, my friend, the Pitbull. No, Bulldog. Wow, why did I say Pitbull? My buddy Bulldog and Double N as we kick off our first episode of After the Bell Wrestling Podcast. It'll premiere January 6th at 10 p.m. following WWE Raw. We will also be having episodes officially on Fridays following Friday Night SmackDown. We will talk about all pro wrestling, at least the pro wrestling that we watch. Do not watch New Japan, so if you're coming there to listen about New Japan, I have no idea. I have to get my subscription for TNA because I kind of just watch highlights right now. But we will mainly discuss NXT, Raw, SmackDown, AEW. But that is all I have for tonight, guys. Thank you. I promise I will be coming back to do a couple more videos over the next few, going forward, pretty much. Just got to start getting back into things. Again, Mondays, 10 p.m. after Monday Night Raw, and then Fridays after SmackDown. As of right now, they just announced it'll be 3-hour episodes starting in the new year. So it'll be at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. You join us for Beyond the Bell Wrestling Podcast. As always, guys, I am the Skull Unit. This is for Challenges Your Life. Later.